Hey everyone, welcome to another Tellor community call. It's November 2nd. Time is flying. This is TellorX month, hopefully. Um, should be a short call today. Big thing on our minds is the AMPL fourth governance vote. For those of you that have been following, we originally planned to launch the on-chain version of the vote yesterday. That's what we announced to their community. But over the weekend, we were talking with the AMPL team, and there was one last test that they wanted to run, not testing our Oracle, but testing their sort of the adapter, the thing that once the on-chain vote goes through, the thing that sort of integrates Tellor into their contracts, they wanted to do some double checking on their side. So we're deploying to Rinkeby for them and doing that test. Um, do we have Brenda, do we have an idea of how many days we'll need to do that?
I deployed it last night, and today we'll make sure to test the timing of when we call those functions. And I guess we'll do the same today, tomorrow, and then we'll check in with the team. And then once we get a green light, hopefully by either by end of week or maybe early next week, we can kick off the on-chain, but it really depends on the team. So, but we will be we are testing. So
Yeah.
we're already deployed in Rinkeby. So
Yeah, we're ready. We just want to make sure that they're ready, and there's no big difference if it's this week or next week. So we just want to make sure we do it right. And, this is their governance process. So we want to make sure, and they're learning, this is their first time going through it. So, it can be delicate, but we're really excited about that. So just for those of you that are thinking that it was going to happen yesterday, it's just going through a brief one last step. So, but still really looking forward to that. Judging off of the snapshot temperature check vote last week, I think it looks really, it was a unanimous vote last week, and I think that we're going to see the on-chain vote mimic that sentiment. So very cool. TellorX progress, how are things going? I think from what I understand, the smart contract side of it is basically buttoned up.
Yeah, so I think it looks awesome. So, we've been, of course, there's some people that are trying to push through last minute changes and things like that, but it's all the way buttoned up. We're basically freezing the code. We updated the final comments this morning, and then we're going to be deploying it to Rinkeby. So the kind of timeline on that is we'll be deploying it to Rinkeby. We're going to be testing the full 7-day vote on Rinkeby, and then so probably end of next week it'll go through. So 2 days after that it'll be pushed through and live, or 8 days. So yeah, like Thursday it should be going live on Rinkeby. We have a mock contract up if you want to start testing your miners out even before that happens. Feel free to just check one of the Discord channels. But yeah, once that's up and everything seems to be running, probably we'll test that for a week and then kick off the mainnet vote. So should be pretty straightforward.
yeah. And so also thanks to everybody that has contributed and given us feedback on the contract. It is frozen. We're not making any more changes, but we'll keep those in mind for the next time.
Unless it's a bug or
Unless it's a bug,
something
yes.
gigantic where we're freezing them because we gotta try and pause them at some point. But yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Exciting stuff. Getting closer. I wanted to know how you guys felt about the Thriller music video. Let me know. Obviously, there's only one guy here live, but let us know what you guys thought of that. Share it around. It's ours to keep for a while, and look forward. We have two more coming out at to be determined dates that I'm really excited about. So stay tuned for some fun. We're a very musical internal team here, and it's nice to be able to bring some of that to our community. And I don't know.
We were joking.
Go ahead.
I said we were joking yesterday. We dropped the music video and our price went up like 10%. that day. So like we're basically just going to become a music video production company, and we'll get to the moon. It's really
I
just
think
the
we
only
would do all
path.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
And then we always talk about like doing a big Teller event, like hosting our own hackathon in-person event somewhere in Maryland, and uh, and just having like music be a big part of it, like whether it's like a hackathon and then like a battle of the bands mixed together kind of thing. But it's stuff that we always think about, and we like to try to express that more and more now that we have. Well, once TellorX is launched, then we'll have maybe some time to have a little fun. So I think that's it.
well, and then Ryan and I went to Portland last
Oh
week.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan, before I give my thoughts, what were yours? How was it? You're
You're
muted.
muted.
Gosh, I thought I was beyond that. Uh, I'm actually still in Portland. That's how good it was. Um, no, actually, my flights are getting changed around because American Airlines is having some issues. But I had a blast. I thought it was even more intimate than ETH Lisbon, and I liked the talks a lot. The talks were a lot more. It wasn't people shilling their projects. It was something outside of who they were there representing. So I thought there was a lot of brain trust in a small room. And on top of that, with such a small leadway in producing it was like 6 weeks that that they announced it. I thought they did a great job, and like the Portland people are awesome. Um, and yeah, I had met some really cool people and had a great time.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt the same way. It was really cool. It felt like sort of DAOs have sort of come full force, like half the people there were like in a DAO or do token weighted voting governance in a DAO and like trying to start DAOs, and like it was really cool, because like this was my first time going to a conference in like 2 years, and it's definitely just changed like that whole mindset. Of course, there was a lot of NFT talks. But just like how people care about decentralization, and it felt much more about like, especially this conference, like it contrasted with like say going to like a New York conference, or even some more financial based ones. This one was much more, how do we bring the community into crypto? A lot of it was on, they want to sort of build it right, and we were sort of popular there because of it. People like what we're doing. They like kind of the image that we give off, trying to become an Oracle / DAO, and it was really cool. So definitely made a bunch of good connections. Hopefully, a few people that'll need an Oracle here coming up. So we'll let you guys know about that. But yeah, definitely we'll be going back. I think they're doing another one in like April or something.
Yeah, it's already booked. She's already got it scheduled.
Yeah. So whoever wants to go to Portland in April, let us know. It was a fun time. So yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for joining, GES. Let us know if you got any questions. And then Mike or Ryan, anybody have any questions?
there
Yeah.
are a couple.
Want me to do it?
Go for it.
First one is, are there any new partnerships? Will there be a transition to Binance Smart Chain? Okay, there's like 4 questions here.
I think it's just repeating the same question twice.
Will there be a transition to Binance Smart Chain Network?
More, I think if anything happens, it'll be an extension, not a transition. And it's definitely always driven by our user base. So as of now, we're just going to be focusing on ETH or Ethereum, and then probably Polygon. That's our main focus right now.
And then the new website will be launch same time with TellorX launch.
Yes.
Give or take a few days, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the plan is to have TellorX deploy and then also have fresh documentation and the fresh website all go together. So we're trying to time it all to be perfect, but it might be give or take.
We're building it all open source, so we have a Tellor.io X repo up there. If you guys are front end developers and want to help out, we're building a website. It's definitely not the most extreme way to get involved in a crypto project. So definitely,
It's a
hop in there.
start.
Yeah.
And on new partnerships, there are a couple things we're working on, but just because this one is public in our Discord, I want to mention it because it's the first one we're doing it kind of like this. Well, I guess Rye did come in and talk with us in our Discord, but Morphware is we have a meeting with them. They jumped into our Discord and just asked about integrating us as an Oracle, and they said they plan to use us. They just needed some time, and sounds like they're ready to move forward. We haven't actually met with them one-on-one yet to find out more about like what their Oracle needs are, but sounds like a cool project. They do, I think they call themselves decentralized machine learning, but I think that they somehow have a protocol where people auction off their computing power, which is really
Yeah, but
neat.
this one's super cool because we're trying to do it all in like a public Discord channel.
Yeah.
So, you know, like we're trying to keep the community involved in the biz dev process, which is like kind of a first for us. So
Yeah, and they were really cool. They're like they didn't want to DM us, and I said, well, let's just do it all public, and you what you see is exactly what we've seen from them, and so we'll keep it that way. Obviously, we'll have a phone call with them just because it's a little bit easier to ask questions, but we'll try to keep it as public as possible, so you guys will be able to follow along that entire
maybe we
story.
could just do it in the Discord.
We could, because
Yeah.
Sure.
I just made I made
Pretty
a
cool.
voice channel in there. I'll ask him because he sent me a link. It was like a Google Meet. I'll see. I bet you that they're open to just hopping in the
He
Discord.
seems cool with kind of whatever. So
Yeah. So like anybody can come in there and just
yeah,
troll us.
be fun.
Yeah, good idea. Cool.
Anyway, cool. And then yeah, I think that's it. Let us know if you guys need anything. We'll be here. We're really easy to reach. So thanks everyone. And then next week, maybe it's tentative, we might be getting a PyTellor code walkthrough. So I'm going to be pushing the PyTellor guys to walk you guys through the new reporter software, all built in Python. So and then I'll try and get them to do it in a way that isn't insanely technical. But it probably will be. So we'll see. It's good though. Cool. Thanks everyone.